Hello, pandas. Got another special edition one for you this week. See, last week, dumpster diving at plumbers' shops was pretty successful. We learned a few things. So, I thought, why don't we make this a bit of a thing and check out dumpster diving at Electricians. See if we can find some decent scrap copper. Probably no scrap brass. Who knows what we'll find? Well, I mean, I do. I've already edited this thing at this point. But you could find out too, right here. We're late. Oh well. Alright, pardon the wind. This strip is full of, well, there's an electrician's and a plumber's shop. So, really, it's just whether any of these are actually unlocked. I see a lot of locks on them, so I think... Ooh. Soda can. I think this area has probably had problems with people making messes in the garbage before. That's a big thing of wire, but it kind of looks like steel cable. Oh, no. Geez, hecking decent that is. Well, that works for me. That one's buttoned up real tight. Better than nothing. Locked. Locked. Locked, locked. What is that? Those are aluminum. Locked. 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 Not locked. Also not exciting, but at least it wasn't locked. A mouse. Oh, somebody's already torn through this one. Wow. Look at the size of the brass on that one. We should almost go in and ask. Decent that thing is. Yeah, we should totally ask about that. Oh, and that's a... Alright. And recycling. Well, we're gonna go in and ask. Because those lumps of brass are chunky. Let's see if those will fit. They're pretty long. Oh, not quite. That's okay, we'll make them fit. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. She said, and I quote, "Go for it, take whatever you like from back there." So, whatever that is, it looks really good to me. But it also looks like it could be very difficult to remove. And then there's the question of, how heavy is this bad boy? Oh, well, it's got some weight to it. I can't wait to find out what's in it. How much of that is water? Oh, she's heavy. She's definitely full of something. I'm just gonna let that drain a bit while I see if we can pull some of these bits. No, I didn't grab a pipe wrench yet. Yes, I agree with everybody who said I should. A pipe wrench would be a game changer for this. There's a reason why they call it a pipe wrench. I even have a bigger set of these that would be much better for this, but I just don't have them in the truck. Ooh, come on, I didn't want the steel part. I don't know what that is. I don't really want it. Wouldn't mind that bit. Oh, but she ain't moving. It's not happening. Okay. Two of them. No illegal dumping. What about the complete opposite? I don't think this is the spot. Nope. Those are pretty serious. That's some pretty serious pipes. Is this okay? That's all aluminum wire, all corp recycling. I feel like these are very specifically metal bins that they probably get paid for. So as much as I would love to have those thick aluminum tubes, I don't think that's for us. Yeah. I feel like if we spend too long picking treasures out of that bin, we might end up with a summons to the, you know, the big house downtown. This is supposed to be the Electricians video. I don't know what I'd do with it. I mean, is there anything wrong with it? That actually sounds like a great find. And nobody in the shop wants it. This is a serious piece of prepared steel, but I don't think I have the strength.
Here? I gotta walk up here now.
Oh, I'll get rid of this real quick. I didn't realize I was making you wait. I thought you were just being friendly.
That's all right.
I appreciate it, thank you. I'll think about the ping pong table. Can't read it, don't remember what it was called. That is a classy truck. What the deuce? Those are full of something. Speaking of something. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Little copper and lead. Decent chunks. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Let's go. Huh. It's quite a stack of those. And none of them have their bits. That'll be steel. Big old pile of steel. Yeah, given that none of those have their bits, I have a feeling this spot's pretty good at taking care of their own scrap. Meh. This is another plumbing spot. See a bunch of bottles in there. There's supposed to be an Electricians. Here it is. That'll be steel. Oh. Here we go. Oh, that is very heavy. Suppose that's what you want. Very, very heavy. Okay, we gotta get serious. Woo! That's a whole lot of those. And you know what? I'm willing to bet there's not much in there. These just look like relays for something. It's a fair mess of wire, but we'll see. We'll see. There's another bin full right there. Oh, those are actually kind of useful. Alright, do we want them or not? I don't think so, but ugh, we definitely do not. This is going to... Oh, that's what I was hoping they were. Alright. Well, we'll keep all of those. This is going to take a kind of irritating amount of time, but there's really nothing worthwhile inside of those. Not really. So instead of just hauling everything home, I'm going to take the time to cut the wire off, because this is the high quality stuff. You guys don't have to watch though. I'll just show you in the end. Though I gotta say, I am super curious about what's in here, and I'm starting to think it's not copper wire. Because it, like, cracks, and it's really, really stiff. What the heck is that? It's powdery. Might not be, that's probably not safe to breathe. Sea snake. Sea snake? Oh. Some sort of camera. Whatever it was, it's not full of copper wire like I thought it would be. Oh well. What have we here? A whole bunch of drywall and a little bit of wire. One little bit. Just a whole lot of drywall around here, really. Huh. Well, all right then. Well, it's gotten very difficult to see. I should have started this earlier or brought a light or something. But this works a lot better in the day for a number of reasons. So we're going to go home And I think we might as well just rip into that big chonky boy and see what it's all about. I know that doesn't fit into the Electricians theme, but it does fit into the, you know, how we did today theme. So that's what we're gonna do. That's it, we're back. Now some of you might be familiar with how we like to do things around here. Woo. Because we have hashtag no space at all, we're gonna clean through that stuff right away. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Kidding. This is, like, honestly a really solid haul of aluminum. Probably around 10 bucks right there. The other stuff. And then this beautiful beast. Let's take this out carefully. Huh. Decent. So that's going to take us a moment, obviously. This is thick as heck. Look at that. Heck yeah. Nice piece of, it doesn't mesh very easily. So it's not aluminum. It's not lead. It'd be crazy to have a silver contact. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got some processing to do. That'll take me a sec. Okay, that's basically that. There's our wire, decent little box, and there's our pile of copper and brass. We'll add that up after we've got this thing included. Just gonna clip all the wires first and foremost. Oh, I think this is a natural gas hot water heater. It is indeed. That's really cool. Listen to that. I like it. Not as much as it looked like. Oh, right. That seems about right. One of these things. We'll have to see what this is worth before we throw it in the trash. Whatever that is. Oh, she dirty. That is an intense wick. That's rusty on the end. All the way over. So, I'm not going to get anything for it. What a wild motor. You're so disappointed when we skip motors, so this one seems, you know, reasonably easy. Well, okay, sort of. Might keep that. Those lumps were honestly the whole reason we brought this home. They're quite heavy. But let's see what else this thing's made of. Those are pretty interesting looking, but as far as I can tell, there's nothing particularly valuable in there. I mean, the whole zinc and the blah blah blah. There's two of those. This has a bit of brass on it. Oh, yeah, that's pretty hard. It's definitely brass. You can see there's some copper windings. It's some kind of motor. Very difficult to extract. So here's the thing, you probably can't even see this. This is uncharacteristically heavy, and I can't scrap it until I get either the water or the insulation out. Well, I'm not going to flip it over to show you because I've got it all nicely packed together, but there wasn't any sort of thermal material in there. It's honestly just got so many spirals of stainless steel that it really is that heavy. It's probably close to 80 pounds, which is decent. And like the main body is all non-magnetic stainless steel. I did notice that these, while they are stainless, they have a bit of a pull to them, and so do these straps here. So they're not going to give me the stainless price for that. They're probably just going to give me junk scrap steel price. But this is still a great find. Now, I was a little worried about the water in there, so I turned it over and over, but I have noticed it's been cold enough that some puddles of water have ice on them in the morning. So there's a chance there's frozen water inside there. So I am going to let it warm up in here a bit and then turn it over a few more times just to make sure it's as empty as it could possibly be. Because we don't scrap like that around here. Alright, so we've got 12 pounds of wire. Weighs about a half a pound. So, it was like 12.5 pounds that we had there. Now, that might actually be heavy enough that I will count it as red brass. Minus the bucks, we got about 18 pounds of brass and copper. So, that's not bad. And then, yeah, we got like $30 worth of copper and $50 worth of stainless steel. And then about 4.2 pounds of this. Now, I have been asking, and you guys have been sharing suggestions, and it seems this is most likely best to just call die cast, which means it's a mixture of zinc and aluminum. So I could put it in as either, but I guess that explains why people just throw it in with their cast aluminum, because that's probably what it's going to be melted down to make. There's also a whole bunch of different ways that we can test for zinc, so I think I'm going to save this and do a video on just that. I don't think zinc is a particularly valuable metal. It's probably worth the same as aluminum, but it seems fairly common depending on what you're taking apart. And in addition, that's like 3.5, but it's got this heavy chunk of lead up front and this chunk of what I think might be silver. So I'm going to have to get some silver nitrate or something, figure out once and for all how to test whether something's silver or not. Then we got almost a pound of lead, a pound of aluminum, and yes, I did take this apart just to see. That is number 2 copper. We've got 2 ounces. So I didn't really think it would be worth taking apart, and then I figured, you know what, you guys are always telling me you gotta clean your motors, take apart your motors, you're wasting good money, it's easy to take apart motors. Well, it was easy, but it took me probably 10 minutes. And at 2 ounces, how many's in a pound? 14? So what is that, like $1? $6 an hour? I don't really think that's worth it. It's worth something, I'm not complaining, but even as easy as that was, I still wouldn't do these unless I had a whole bunch of them and I got some real speed going. And then these things, there's a lot of corrosion going on in here, and the fact that an electrician's shop threw them out makes me feel like they're probably not doing their job anymore. So I'm not going to try and sell these. That was the other thing, you could sell these on their own. I'm just going to save those and scrap them. Probably do a silver video sometime. That'll be fun. So overall, this was a pretty fun day, despite my late start, and that, of course, is entirely on me. And I should have gone to more electricians' places, but between it getting really late and the fact that a lot of the dumpsters that I did go to were already emptied, it didn't seem like a great day for it. It's true, most of the stuff that we got was from plumbers' shops. Oh yeah, I didn't even count that. I have no idea how many pounds that is. I could probably weigh it on that scale, but yeah. It's not really enough of an honest try to draw any real conclusions, but from what I've seen, electricians' shops are not really that great. A couple of the ones that I went to, I talked to people about, and apparently they don't even have a dumpster that I could have checked. And I'm not surprised. I can't think of many situations where an electrician would have a whole bunch of wire off of something that he'd be throwing out. Plumbers' shops, on the other hand. Now, this one was great because we just asked, and she said, yeah, totally, anything out there, just go for it. So I made a note of it on the map because I think we're going to have to go back there from time to time just to see what it looks like, if there's anything that needs to be recycled. Here's what I've learned, and some of you pointed this out too, with plumber shops and electrician shops. The independent ones, the single like contractor guys, they're going to save the bits. They're going to have a bin at home. But these larger places, the ones that just send out various workers in various work trucks, and they've kind of got like a an employee base, they're going to be a lot better for finding stuff like this in the bin. Oh, that reminds me, we should seriously consider that ping pong table, because yeah, it'd probably be pretty easy sell, and he seemed to just want it to, you know, get used before it gets covered in snow. And you know what? Finding this is what I was going for. This right here is what I was hoping we would find. I wanted a whole bunch of this. And that other bin that it admittedly took like a lot of time to clip all of the wires off, but we did find, what was that? How many pounds of wire? Oh, just a heads up, I have been getting into the swing of putting up more videos, and that's been a lot of fun. But this week I do need to take some time to make a few things happen. I've been putting them off, and it doesn't matter. I just need to take a few days to get some work done that isn't going to be a video. So maybe only 1 or 2 this week. We'll see. Doing my best, though. Thanks for your patience. I think it's fair to say that you can and do find a whole bunch of copper wire in electrician shops, as long as you know which ones to go to. And yeah, I kind of think I should go back to this one. They're all in the same area, so I'm starting to think we might have a bit of a route. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for inspiring me to check stuff like this out. This is just getting better and better. And not the least of the reasons for which is you guys coming along and being a part of things. So thanks for that. And thank you for leaving it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.